Today, I want to tell you a small trick that can really help you learn English better. This trick is very simple but very powerful. Many people forget about it or don't take it seriously. But trust me, it can make a big difference. It can help you speak, understand, and feel more confident in English. And the best thing is, it's very easy. You can start doing it today, right now. This trick is listening. That's right. Just listening to English every day can help you improve fast. Listening is one of the most important parts of learning any language, including English. And I'm going to tell you why it works so well, and how you can use it to improve your English skills step by step. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt stuck while learning English? Maybe you study for many days or even for months, but you feel like your English is not getting better. You still feel nervous when you try to speak. You don't understand people when they talk fast. You forget words. You feel like you're not making progress. I understand. Many people feel the same. It can be very frustrating and make you want to give up. But don't worry. There is good news. Listening can help you move past this problem. Listening is like a key that can open the door to better English. It can help you in many ways. It helps you pronounce words better. It helps you learn new words. It helps you understand spoken English. And most importantly, it helps you feel more confident. Now, let me ask another question. Have you ever felt scared to speak English? Maybe you don't know what the other person will say. Maybe you're afraid that you won't understand their answer. Or maybe you want to speak, but you don't know how to say the words correctly. This happens to a lot of people. But here is the good part. When you listen to English every day, these problems start to go away. You begin to understand more. You start to know how words sound. You hear how people say things in real life. And slowly, you begin to speak more easily and with less fear. Think about how you learned your first language, the language you speak at home. Did you start with grammar rules and writing? You learned it by listening. When you were a baby, you listened to your parents. You listened to people talking. You listened to the TV or music. You didn't understand everything at first, but after some time, your brain started to understand. Then you started speaking. English works the same way. Listening is the first step. It is the foundation. It helps your brain learn the rhythm, the sounds, and the patterns of the language. So how can you use listening to help you learn English? The first thing you need to do is make it a part of your daily life. I'm not saying you need to listen for 2 or 3 hours. No, just 10 or 15 minutes a day is enough. But you must do it every day. Like brushing your teeth, it should become a habit. Something small, but regular. If you listen a little every day, you will start to see a big difference. Now, this is very important. You should not listen to things that are boring. If you don't enjoy it, you won't continue. So choose something you like. Do you enjoy sports? Listen to sports news or podcasts in English. Do you like food and cooking? Watch cooking videos in English? Do you love music? Listen to English songs. It doesn't matter what you choose. What matters is that you enjoy it. When you are interested, your brain is more active, and learning becomes easier. When you have fun, it doesn't feel like hard work. It feels like entertainment. But at the same time, you're learning. You're improving your English without even realizing it. Let's talk about something else that many learners worry about. Accents. English has many different accents. For example, people from America The UK or Australia all speak English, but their pronunciation is different. Even inside one country, people can speak in many different ways. This can be confusing at first. But don't worry, your brain can learn to understand all of them. In the beginning, it may be difficult, but the more you listen, the easier it becomes. Your ears and your brain will get used to different accents. Here's a smart tip. Don't just listen to one type of accent. One day, you can listen to an American YouTuber. The next day, you can watch a British TV show. Maybe the next day, try a podcast from Australia. This helps your ear get stronger, like a muscle. Soon, you'll be able to understand people from different countries without problems. When you listen to many types of English, you train your brain to understand faster. It's like going to the gym, but for your ears. At first, it's hard, but later, it becomes easy and natural. Now let's go a little deeper. Listening is not just about hearing words, it's about learning real English, the kind of English that people speak in everyday life. When you study from a textbook, you learn grammar rules and new words. That is good. But many times, people don't speak the way the books teach. In real life, people use short forms, slang, idioms, and phrases that are not in your textbook. For example, maybe your book says, "It is very easy," but a native speaker might say, "It's a piece of cake." Now, if you only read that sentence, you might think they are talking about food. But when you hear it in a conversation, you understand it means something is easy to do. This is how listening helps. It teaches you the real meaning behind words and phrases. Let's take another example. Imagine you hear someone say, "Hang in there." You might not know what it means just from reading it, but when you hear it in a movie or show, you understand from the tone and situation that it means stay strong or don't give up. This kind of learning happens only when you listen. You start to feel the language, not just study it. Listening also helps you understand tone and emotion. In English, it's not only what you say, but how you say it. For example, if someone says, "That's great," they could be very happy. But if they say it slowly and with a different voice, like, "That's great," maybe they're not happy at all. Maybe they are being sarcastic or not serious. How do you know the difference? By listening to the tone of voice. When you watch real conversations, like in shows, interviews, or podcasts, you learn how emotions are shown through voice. Happy, sad, angry, excited. You can hear the feeling. This helps you not only understand better, but also speak with more feeling yourself. Let's say you are watching a short clip on YouTube. The speaker sounds excited and says, "You won't believe what happened next." The words are simple, but the way they say it, fast, with a loud voice, full of energy, tells you they are very excited. Now, if you try to copy that style, you will sound more natural when you speak. You're not just using words, you're using your voice to express emotion. Listening also helps you feel more confident when speaking. Have you ever felt nervous in a conversation? Maybe you are scared of making a mistake or saying something wrong? That is very common. But when you listen often, these feelings become smaller. You start to feel ready. Why? Because you have already heard these words and phrases many times. You know how people use them. You are not guessing anymore. Think of it like this. If you listen to people order food in a restaurant many times, then when it's your turn, you know what to say. You have heard the sentence, "Can I get a coffee, please?" many times. Now, saying it yourself feels easy. This is the power of listening practice. Let me share something from my side. When I was learning a new language, I felt shy. I didn't want to speak because I was afraid people would laugh at my mistakes. But I started listening to short audio stories every night. I didn't understand everything at first, but after 1 week, I understood more. After 1 month, I was speaking full sentences, just because I listened every day. Now, some people say, "But I don't understand every word. What should I do?" That's a great question. Here's the truth. You don't need to understand every single word. It's okay. Even native speakers don't catch every word in fast conversations. What matters is the main idea. Focus on the meaning, not on every word. For example, imagine you are watching a cartoon in English. Maybe there are some words you don't know, but you see the pictures, you hear the voices, and your brain guesses the meaning. This is called understanding through context. Your brain is smart. If you keep listening, it will start to fill the gaps by itself. Now, here's a smart trick. If you are watching a show or a video and it's too fast, you can turn on English subtitles. This helps you connect what you hear with what you read. And it's not cheating. It's a great way to learn. Over time, your brain will get stronger. You will begin to need subtitles less and less. Let me give you a little tip. Watch a short 2-minute video every day with subtitles. First, watch with the subtitles. Then, watch the same video again without subtitles. See how much you understand the second time. This is a simple and powerful way to learn. You can also pause and repeat any part that you don't understand. Another thing you can do is repeat what you hear. This is called shadowing. Let's say you hear a sentence like, "I'll call you later." Pause. Then say the same sentence out loud. Try to copy the pronunciation and rhythm. This is how actors and voice artists train their voices. And it really helps your speaking too. Listening doesn't just help your ears. It helps your mouth speak better too. Your brain listens and then tells your mouth how to move. That's why listening and speaking go together like a team. Listening also teaches you grammar in a natural way. When you hear sentences like, "He goes to school," or "They are playing football," your brain starts to notice patterns. It learns how sentences are built. You begin to know what sounds right, even if you don't know the rule. That's how children learn grammar. They don't study books. They just listen. And you can do the same. Another amazing benefit of listening is that it helps you learn new words. And not just any words, but words that people actually use in real life. You may have studied long word lists before, trying to remember many words, but later you forgot them, right? That's normal. It happens to many people. But when you hear a new word in a sentence, in real conversation, it becomes easier to understand and remember. Let's say you hear someone say in a podcast, "Don't procrastinate, just do it now." Maybe you don't know the word procrastinate, but from the way it's used, you can guess it means something like wait too long or not do something. That's called learning from context. Your brain makes connections. That is much more powerful than just memorizing a definition. Also, when you listen to English, you learn how words go together. This is called collocation. For example, you don't just learn the word make. You learn that we say, make a decision, make a mistake, make a cake. These word pairs sound natural in English. You can learn this easily just by listening to people talk. Another great thing is, when you hear full sentences over and over again, They become part of your memory. For example, if you always hear people say, "I'm not sure about that," or "I'll think about it," your brain will remember these patterns. Later, when you're speaking, the sentence will come to your mind quickly and naturally. Listening also teaches you how English feels. English has a rhythm and a flow. Native speakers connect words together. They don't always say each word clearly and slowly. For example, "I'm going to eat" becomes "I'm gonna eat." "You want to come" becomes "You wanna come." When you listen a lot, you start to hear these natural changes. Then, when you speak, you sound more fluent and more like a native speaker, even if you're still learning. Now, let's talk about real life. If you want to travel to an English-speaking country, work with international clients, or study abroad, strong listening skills are very important. Imagine you are at a train station and need to ask for directions. Or you're in a meeting and your boss is speaking quickly. If you have been training your ears through listening practice, you won't panic. You'll feel calm because your brain already knows the sounds and the structure of English. Even simple things like shopping, talking to a taxi driver, or going to a doctor, all of these need good listening skills, and the only way to get good at it is by practicing often, every day. So how can you build a good listening routine? Here are a few tips you can share with your viewers. Start with just 10 to 15 minutes a day. You don't need to listen for hours. A short, focused time every day is better than listening for a long time once a week. Choose what you enjoy. If you like music, listen to English songs and try to understand the lyrics. If you like cooking, watch English recipe videos. If you like cartoons, watch them in English. When you enjoy the content, you'll stay motivated. Use subtitles wisely. Start with English subtitles if you need them. Later, try watching without them. You can also write down new words you hear and look them up later. Repeat and shadow. If you hear a short sentence, pause the video and repeat it out loud. Try to copy the speaker's voice, speed, and emotion. This helps your pronunciation and speaking skills grow. Mix different accents. Some days listen to American English, some days British or Australian. This helps your ears become stronger and more flexible. Listen during your free time. While walking, cooking, or cleaning, play English audio. Make English part of your everyday life. Let me also give a small trick that helped many language learners. Record yourself. Yes, after listening to a sentence or story, try to speak it out loud and record your voice. Then listen to your recording and compare it with the original. You will notice your pronunciation, your speed, and what you can improve. Don't be shy. This is a powerful way to grow fast. Remember, even if you make mistakes, don't stop. Mistakes are a part of learning. Every time you listen, you are training your brain. Your ears become faster, your speaking becomes smoother, and your confidence becomes stronger. Let's do a little challenge together. Starting today, listen to something in English every day for 15 minutes. It can be a short story, a podcast, a YouTube video, or even your favorite English song. Do this for 7 days. After 1 week, you will already feel a change. After 1 month, you will be shocked at your progress. You can even keep a listening journal. Every day, write what you listened to and 1 or 2 new words you learned. This will help you stay focused and see your improvement. So remember, Listening helps you understand real English. It teaches tone, emotion, and natural speech. It helps you grow your vocabulary and grammar. It prepares you for real-life situations. And most of all, it gives you confidence. You can do this. English is not something you have to be perfect at. You only need to practice a little every day, and you will get better and better. Thank you for listening to this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you liked it, don't forget to come back for more videos like this. Our next video will have a short English story with simple words and slow speech to help you practice listening. Keep listening. Keep learning. And remember, every minute you spend listening to English is one more step toward speaking it well. You're doing great. Just don't give up. See you in the next video.